Hi everyone, welcome to another video recipe, and today I'm going to make a lemon and raspberry tart. I have realized that I've never tried the combination of raspberry and lemon. Those two ingredients, very powerful in flavor, maybe that's why they usually separated, but I'm very curious to try them in a tart. So here I have my fully pre-baked shortcrust base. I've added a little bit of lemon zest, so I have a nice citrusy flavor already in my shortcrust. And here is my ingredients that I'm going to use to bake the filling. So very easy. I have my sugar, pinch of salt, and lemon zest in one bowl. I'm going to mix it with a flour. Then I'm going to add all of eggs and just mix it briefly so it's all incorporated. Then I'm going to use a stick blender to blitz it properly and add lemon juice. That will stay on a bench for maybe 10 minutes just to let sugar fully dissolve, and then I'm going to pour in my shell and bake at 130-135 fan forced oven until filling is set. Basically I'm going to check with these kind of movements in the oven, and the moment that you will see that you have a wobbling just in the middle, not all over the tart, just in the middle, it means that filling is baked. With this recipe, I'm trying to immerse my blender under the angle so there is no air pocket inside. I found with the baking, with this filling, the less bubbles will appear while you're blitzing, the better would be the result. So just try to immerse it under the angle and make a movement so the air pocket is getting out. While I'm waiting for my filling, a little bit of theory on lemons. So there are two main types of lemons. It's Eureka and Maya. So basically the one that you can find very yellow and larger in size is a Eureka. This one has more powerful flavor, more acid. I've used this one for this recipe. So the quantity of lemon juice is on a level of very high. If I would add more lemon juice, that would be even like too much. So this is quantity of lemon for me is perfect for the lemon tart because I think the lemon tart should be very lemony. Another type of lemon is Maya, that is more like orange outside. It's more round compared to Eureka, that is more blonde. Has very mild flavor. You can use them as well, and you can use same amount of lemon juice that I've used here. You will get less acid taste in the tart. So my filling is ready, and I'm going to pour in a tart shell. I'm going to leave a space maybe 4 millimeters from the top, so I will have enough space for my raspberry jelly. If you're going to make just lemon tart, feel free to use all of this mixture to fill the tart shell up to the top. The trick to fill the tart shell when you're going to use all of your filling is to put the tray halfway in the oven and then pour it into the shell. In this case, is less spillage as possible. So my tart was in the oven for approximately 30 minutes at 135 degrees fan forced, and I'm looking for this consistency. So it's still a little bit wobbly. It will fully set while cooling down, but now I'm going to leave it at room temperature just to cool it down completely. Then I'm going to put it in a fridge to cool it down to 5 degrees before I put my next layer. Now let's make a raspberry jelly. I'm going to pour this on top of my lemon tart. So for the raspberry jelly, I decided this time to go seedless. So I have my puree here. For example, from half a kilo of raspberries, approximately you will get 300 grams of puree, and 200 grams would be seeds and pulp. Those seeds and pulp you can later use for the decoration, or you can use for your yogurt or smoothie. Standard cooking method. I have my puree here, and I'm going to add dark raspberry liquor. I'm going to put my sugar and cornstarch and mix it while the puree is cold. I'm going to bring it to the boil and boil for 1 minute. Then I will add my gelatin. So my jelly has been cooled down to approximately 35 degrees, and I'm going to pour into my tart. I'm going to use a spoon and pour onto my spoon just to prevent damaging of the filling of the tart. And I'm going to put this back in the fridge until it's fully stabilized. The rest of the gel I'm just going to pour onto the silicone mat into the shape of a disc and then freeze it. I'm going to use this later as a decoration. I'm going to make a crisp decoration for my raspberry and lemon tart. Basically what I have here is raspberry pulp that I've discarded from the puree. I have here icing sugar and flour and melted butter. I'm going to combine all of this into the paste and then thinly spread onto the silicone mat and then bake it at 160 degrees for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. The baking is done when you can see the more brown color on the sides. This can be a final result for your tart, but I still have an extra jelly that I'm going just to put on top. So this is my final decoration, and I think it was a little bit of overthinking today, but I have a double layer of raspberry jelly, I have a dehydrated lemon, I have a freeze-dry raspberry, and I have a baked crisp, also known as tuile. This tuile is actually very delicious by itself. Let's have a look what is inside. I have a main accent on a lemon, so it's a short crust with lemon zest and the baked lemon filling. Complementary, have a raspberry jelly on top with a raspberry tuile and freeze-dry raspberry, and tuile crisps also create additional perspective when they're arranged on the sides.